Hey there, DIY enthusiasts. Got some rough, uneven pieces you want to glue together without those pesky gaps ruining your project? No worries. Whether you're crafting furniture or fixing up a wooden masterpiece, we got you covered with a straightforward approach to make those joints seamless. The material I'll be using today is PVA glue. PVA glue, or polyvinyl acetate glue, is a common adhesive known for its strong bond, quick drying, and ease of use. But PVA glue alone isn't enough. We'll need one more special ingredient to make the bond even stronger and the surface perfectly smooth. Now, I'm going to gather that special ingredient. That special ingredient is sawdust, something you can easily collect while sanding or cutting wood. It might seem simple, but when combined with PVA glue, it turns into a powerful wood filler that can fill gaps, cracks, or uneven joints perfectly. For the best results, choose fine, powder-like sawdust. This type blends more smoothly with the glue, creating a consistent, easy-to-apply mixture. Coarse sawdust can leave a rough texture and make it harder to achieve a clean, seamless finish. When collecting or handling fine sawdust, it's a good idea to wear a mask. The tiny particles can easily get into your nose and lungs, which isn't good for your health. A simple dust mask will keep you safe and comfortable while you work. Now it's time to combine the PVA glue and the sawdust. To control the amount of glue more easily, I'll use a drill to make a small hole in the cap of the PVA glue bottle. This simple tweak helps the glue come out smoothly and prevent it from spilling or wasting. Especially useful when you need precision for small or narrow joints. Compared to opening the cap and pouring the glue out, this method is much cleaner and easier to control. It helps you apply just the right amount of glue without making a mess or wasting any. Now, I'm going to apply the glue and join these two wooden pieces together first. I'll pour a bit of glue onto the surface, then spread it evenly using a brush or a small piece of wood. Make sure the glue covers the entire area. An even layer will ensure a strong, uniform bond once the pieces are pressed together. Hold the two wooden pieces together for a while to let them set in place. This helps the glue start bonding properly and keeps the pieces from shifting before it fully dries. Next, I'll mix the sawdust with some PVA glue. Start by adding a small amount of glue to the sawdust and stir thoroughly. The goal is to get a thick, dough-like texture, not too runny and not too dry. If it's too wet, it'll take longer to dry and shrink after hardening. If it's too dry, it won't stick well. This sawdust and glue mixture works wonderfully as a natural wood filler. It not only fills gaps and cracks, but also blends with the wood's color, especially if you use sawdust from the same type of wood. Add the glue slowly, a little at a time, until the mixture reaches the right thickness. This way, you can control the texture better. You want it thick enough to hold its shape, but still soft enough to spread easily into gaps or cracks. Taking your time here will give you a smoother, stronger filler in the end. I'll use a putty knife to apply the sawdust mixture. This tool helps spread the filler evenly and press it firmly into every gap or crack. Make sure to smooth out the surface as you go. The flatter and more even it is now, the less sanding you'll need later. Once the glued wooden pieces have dried, you'll notice that the joint still has a small gap. To make it hold together better and look seamless, I'll fill that gap with the sawdust and glue mixture. Press it firmly into the space, ensuring it completely fills a crack. This not only strengthens the joint, but also creates a smooth, even surface ready for sanding and finishing. I'll fill the remaining 2 sides of the joint with the sawdust mixture. This ensures that all gaps are completely sealed and the entire connection is strong and uniform. By carefully pressing and smoothing the filler, the whole joint will look clean, seamless. And ready for sanding and finishing. Now I'll leave it to dry. Giving enough time ensures the sawdust and glue mixture hardens fully, forming a strong, durable bond that's ready for sanding and finishing. Next, I'll create another example to demonstrate the process again. I'll drill a hole into this piece of wood. Next, I'll screw a bolt into the hole. This will secure the pieces together and add extra strength to the joint, ensuring it stays firmly in place. But the exposed bolt head looks a bit unsightly, so I'll fill it with the sawdust and glue mixture to hide it. Press the filler firmly into the hole, making sure it completely covers the bolt head and blends smoothly with the wood surface. I'll carefully press the sawdust and glue mixture into the hole over the bolt head, making sure it fills every corner. Then, I'll smooth out the surface with a putty knife, so it's even with the surrounding wood. Once it dries, the bolt head will be completely hidden, leaving a seamless and clean finish. Using a file without a handle is really tricky to work with, as it's hard to grip and control. To make it easier, I'll make use of the remaining sawdust and glue mixture to create a temporary handle. By molding the mixture around the file's end and letting it dry, I can form a custom grip that makes filing much safer and more comfortable. I'll prepare a plastic tube to use as a mold. First, I'll measure and cut it so that it fits perfectly around the handle area of the file. This will give the sawdust and glue mixture a neat, uniform shape as it sets, making a comfortable and sturdy grip. I'll tape the bottom of the plastic tube to hold the sawdust and glue mixture in place. This prevents it from leaking out while I fill the mold, ensuring the mixture sets neatly around the handle. Next, I'll pour the sawdust and glue mixture into the plastic tube, filling it up around the handle area. I'll make sure it's packed evenly so the mixture forms a solid, uniform grip once it dries. I'll press the mixture down firmly to compact it, making sure the inside is dense and free of air pockets. This ensures the handle will be strong, sturdy, and comfortable to hold once it dries. Now, I'll insert the file into the mixture inside the mold, positioning it so that it's centered and straight. This will form a handle around the file, creating a secure and comfortable grip. Once the mixture sets, now I'll leave it to dry. Giving it enough time ensures the sawdust and glue mixture hardens completely, forming a strong and durable handle for file. This sawdust and glue mixture is incredibly versatile. When properly mixed to a thick, paste-like consistency, it can be molded, pressed, or spread into gaps, cracks, or even around tools like we're doing with a file handle. After one day, the sawdust and glue mixture has fully dried and hardened. The two wooden pieces are now firmly bonded together. The glue, reinforced with the sawdust mixture in the gaps, has created a solid, rigid joint. When handled or pressed, there's no movement between pieces. They feel like a single, continuous piece of wood, strong enough for practical use or further finishing. The handle is now solid, sturdy, and ready for use, providing a comfortable grip that feels almost like a real wooden handle. Any excess can be sanded down for a smooth, finished look. The sawdust and glue mixture has hardened into a sturdy, wood-like grip that fits comfortably in the hand. Its surface is smooth and even, providing good control while filing, and it feels strong and durable, as if it were a professionally made handle. The bolt head is now completely hidden beneath the sawdust and glue filler. The surface is smooth and even, blending seamlessly with the surrounding wood. Once dried, it looks like a natural part of the piece, giving a clean, polished finish while keeping the joint strong and secure. In conclusion, with just PVA glue, fine sawdust, and a little patience, you can turn rough joints, exposed bolt heads, or even a bare tool into something strong, functional, and visually seamless. This simple DIY mixture not only reinforces connections, but also creates smooth, wood-like surfaces that can be sanded, shaped, and finished just like real wood. Whether you're repairing furniture, customizing tools, or filling gaps, this technique is an easy, effective way to achieve professional-looking results at home.